Running from the man, smacked his head, nigga, fuck it. Shrimp legs, lobster tails, crabs in the buck fries. Hot baby oil make your skin boil beat. I remember putting tissue on that toilet seat.
Peace, family. This your boy Young Pharaoh, aka Lil Feed the Holy Ghost, and this is seriously. And with that being said, this video right here is about how Sony is now saying that they want to take away physical disc copies of games and its products. And so before I give my views and opinions on how that's wrong, I'm gonna play the clip. Here we go.
It is the end of an era for PlayStation. Sony says it's going to soon stop making physical discs for PlayStation games. Starting in 2028, new PlayStation games will be available on the PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. Sony says the change aligns with consumer preference for digital media, which significantly outpaces physical discs.
See this? This is what Sony's trying to get rid of. They don't want you to be able to do this anymore. This is why it is so imperative to speak out against this corruption and speak out against this bullshit. Look at this. Got all my PS3 games. All my PS3 games. Look at this. Look at the beauty of physical media. Look at that. PS4 games. All my PS4 games. This is what they're trying to destroy. This is what they're trying to erase. This is not only a fuck you to you, the gamer. This is a fuck you to game preservation. This is a fuck you to game developers that pour their heart and soul, 4 or 5 year development cycle, to show nothing. For the project that you worked so hard on to be erased from history as if it never fucking existed. This is what Sony is trying to get rid of. They're trying to get rid of this. They're trying to get rid of this. This is what they're trying to get rid of. Don't let them fucking get away with this shit. This is beautiful. This is amazing. Having physical media is a godsend. Don't let them get away with this. Share this fucking video. Repost it to the heavens. I dropped Dying Light. But yeah, this is crazy, bro. Like, this cannot go on. They're trying to get rid of this. This is one of the biggest reasons why I'm proud to be a gamer.
And so with that being said, yes. See, I'm gonna tell you, like, you never even know if that's the real entities of Sony doing that. It could be somebody sabotaging. But I'm gonna tell you why that's considered workplace sabotage. Because it takes away the element of something becoming an antique or a oldie but goodie, just like baseball cards and Pokemon cards. What if in the year 3026, somebody got a PlayStation 1 or a 2 or a 3 disc? You know how much that'd be worth, just the disc? Okay, so you taking money off the shelf for the value. Everybody who has something to do with the production, that disc, all the way to artwork and illustration, you just basically wasted their time and took money off the shelf. This is why I want to host the Gamer Awards. This is why I call myself Gamerella. Yes. Artwork of the year, game cover of the year, cinemas of the year. Some of these shit should go for award, but how can we do that if you take away all of the fucking physical copies? On top of the fact, what they trying to do is not only control who you play with, but control what you play. They already control who the fuck we play with. Damn near every game is one fucking player. In order for me and you to play Star Wars Battlefront 2, I gotta go buy a whole nother PlayStation 4 system and a whole nother monitor, and you gotta play that shit either on a separate console in the same room or in a separate room on a separate console. It ain't like we could, how the fuck, listen to me, when controllers wasn't wireless and it was 4 multi-controllers, you had to plug them in. 4 motherfuckers could play on a console. Now controllers is wireless and only 1 motherfucker could play. Make that make sense. They need to bring back split screen 4-player, and they need to leave the shit alone, make it to where you could buy disc or digital. And they need to make it to where if you buy the digital version offline, they mail the disc to your house. Period. The reason they trying to take away the digital physical copies is so that way they could take away the tracking. Somebody trying to steal. I'm telling you now, somebody trying to steal. You could take away how much you track. You could take it skews the ability to track how much you earn. Because how the fuck would you know how much you earn? How would you know? Even if you buy the digital copy online, they should send the physical copy. You should have the option. If you don't, you could deny it, but you should have the option. But why would you get rid of the physical? I'm telling you, it's because then they gonna start saying, oh, this game's no longer available. This game's no longer available. First they control who you play with, which is nobody. Now they trying to control what the fuck you can and cannot play. That's why they trying to take them physical versions away. Trust me, I'm a gamer. I've been a gamer all my fucking life. I'm currently the #1 Star Wars Battlefront 2 player in the country. Don't play with me. And I still spanked something in Madden 2004. Peyton Manning, Tony Dungy, 04 Coach. Don't play. Don't play. So I'm telling y'all right now, that's why they doing it. To control what the fuck you do in your spare time and control what the fuck you do in your free time to make you miserable. Why? To make you miserable. You ain't have to have done nothing wrong. Some people are evil like that. What is the definition of a sadist? A sadist is someone who derives pleasure from another person's suffering. That's what motherfuckers been doing to me. Everything that I like, magically unavailable. Veggie straws. Hot veggie straws, magically gone. Impossible burgers, magically out of stock. That wine I like, magically was out of stock. Even when I was in New York, out of stock. Yes. It's motherfucker. Yes. DoorDash late, out of stock, or not in stock. Got to get refunded. That's what these people do. Look at the shit that you like and look at the shit that interests you and then ruin it for you and sabotage it. You like this bitch, we gonna put a bug in her ear and make, not literally, but we gonna put some negative words in her ear and make her not like you, but then we gonna set you up with the bitch we know you really don't like. That's what these motherfuckers do, man. Like I said, fire these motherfuckers. I want to do a deal with PlayStation. I want to do a deal with GameStop. And like I said, I already know what a lot of these problems is because I solved a lot of them. And I'm telling you, that's what the fuck it is. Sabotage, but then it's also control. That's some shit a fucking abusive parent would do. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. So I say to say this. That is a horrible idea. But I also would like Sony to be able to be afforded the opportunity, according to due process, to provide a exculpatory evidence, because everybody at the company might not even agree with that. Somebody might not even know somebody did that. A motherfucker might have just got up and just put that out on some. We ain't even asking people their permission. We just gonna put it out. Who knows if people making bully decisions in companies like that? But I know people do. I've had motherfuckers make decisions on my behalf that I had to come back and say, I ain't tell that motherfucker to do that. I don't know this person. So hell no. But I totally agree with the gentleman in the second half of that video. And I agree with all of the gamers around the world. Especially the niggas that's been loyal to PlayStation their whole life like me. And yes, PlayStation needs to make it to where you can play with at least 2 to 4 people online on the same console, whether they got to split the screen horizontally in half or into 4 quadrants or sections. They need to go back to that. Yes. They need to put PlayStation 2 games on PlayStation 4. If you're going to do something without the disc, make it the old games. But they need to make PlayStation games 1 through 4 need to be universally playable on all consoles, especially the 4. Yes, so we could play them shits online with Wi-Fi. All the old ass games that was busting online when we had to use the landlines, now we could play them on Wi-Fi. Yes. And leave this shit the fuck alone and let it go how it's going, because it's already good. Stop ruining it and stop fucking shit up. And I'm getting ready to do a GameStop, getting ready to attempt to do a deal with GameStop and Sony, y'all. See if GameStop will let me pull up and stream Star Wars for a couple hours a day in their parking lot. And then I can, I ain't gonna do it right then and there, but I could get, clients for my legal work or whatever the fuck, and promote Star Wars, those Star Wars parties, and do a brand deal with PlayStation where I promote PlayStation. That's Gamerella. And that's mine. Gamerella, that's my intellectual property, Gamerella. And with that being said, I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. People better stop ruining these companies. Period. People better stop ruining these companies. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. It's the Holy Ghost. Froze.
Feed my father if he's starving and his ghost hungry. Hope my father know I love him if his ghost hug me. Niggas really getting down where I'm from. Bitches in it for the clout where I'm from. Gang, you can't say the name where I'm from. Cause the FBI didn't game where I'm from. Where I'm from, remember running from the feds. Cock the mag on them, fuck it. Shrimp legs, lobster tails, crabs and